Hey everybody, it's GetMoneyMyrick here, and in today's video I'm going to be discussing the Fairy Queen Vesa event, and specifically I'm going to be talking about the money side of Idle Heroes and how we spend our money and some of the decision-making processes. I'll be going over the event analysis, which you can find in the Idle Heroes Discord page, talking about how much I think I'm going to spend. I am going to kind of give my thoughts on where I'm debating between spending and, I still haven't decided quite yet, and kind of go over my thought process with that. I do want to delve a little bit into the, the real life issues of spending within this game and how it can affect people. I will say though, I'm not a financial advisor, so this is not financial advice, obviously, for how to spend money on Idle Heroes. And also, I'm not a therapist, so I don't want to hear you crying to me about how you now live in a cardboard box because you had to take out a mortgage to pay for Idle Heroes credit card. I also want to say that if you find this information helpful, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm just going to kind of give you a real life look at spending within this game and some of the decision making points, and hopefully you find this information helpful for you and with you making your decisions. I want to start with the event analysis that Winks posted within the event analysis channel of the main Idle Heroes Discord page. I think it's a great jumping off point for looking at different levels of spending within this event and where you might want to be targeting. So obviously first it starts with free-to-play players and going for the Staff Punisher. If you've been saving up wishing coins and you're able to get the heroes and the avatars, you'll be able to get a free pay-to-win artifact. Staff Punisher is a very good artifact for newer players, not nearly as good once you get it to Radiant or Splendid and you have one of them, though as a second one, maybe there will be uses for it later on. We are seeing some damage levels that you have to hit in certain modes where having that artifact could help us a little bit more within the game. And then $50 for the $50 Vesa pack, and then you get a pay-to-win artifact of your choice. So you could go for a crown or a demon bell, is what you'll typically be targeting most players with that artifact chest. Moving on to the Dolphin, they talk about how for $150 you can get an artifact chest and the Staff Punisher. That's the best gem values, but if you already have the Staff Punisher like we talked about, it's not actually the same amount of gem values. And you can go through the rest of this list and see that different levels, which packs they recommend and what you can get. And the important thing is the bottom there, that they recommend that you should, if you're spending, going for 1.2 to get the pay-to-win artifact, 2.1 and 2.2. These 150 and 250 options here, basically you get the cores in 2 artifact selection chests versus no cores, but you get a Staff Punisher, or 3.3, which is maxing out the event. So I am going to be giving more specific information now about the rewards you get between the 2.2 and the 3.3, which in my opinion are kind of the 2 levels if you're a heavy spender, dolphin, whale, that you want to be looking at and considering. So obviously the way this event works is you get these fairy blessings, and as you accumulate fairy blessings you can spend them within the shop. And so traditionally if you're spending at a dolphin level, whale level, you're either going to be spending, you'll get 150 just from doing the 30 5-star heroes, the avatar stuff, and then 100 from the wishing coin. So there's your 150. But then you'll need to spend $250 more to max out the pay-to-win artifact chest. So if you buy the $100 pack and a $50 pack and then buy another $100 core pack, you're getting a ton of value there. And then after that point, it's really about maxing out the event. So it becomes, can you spend $600 and buy everything from the shop? And if you do that, you get these 30 extra cores, which is $150 value. In theory, right? But I know personally I would not necessarily spend $150 just for 30 cores, plus you get 150 relics, so that's a little less than half of a pay-to-win artifact. One thing for you to just be aware of, and it's not super significant, but as you get fairy blessings, if you get 25, you can also do summons here, and you can see which heroes are available within the pool. It looks like most heroes are out there except for Waldick and Ankimaru. I don't think Waldick is in here, so it's going to be the same as what's in the within the Compass of Transcendence and the heroes that are out there right now. So I went through and looked at the $250 spent versus the $600 spent, and it's pretty common practice to assign a gem value to different items that you unlock and take the dollar spent and get a gems per dollar ratio to give you an idea of what kind of value you are getting. So with the $250 pack here, you're getting a total of 868 gems per dollar. And for the $600 pack, I ranked the Staff Punisher as 20,000 gems compared to a typical 40,000 gems for a pay-to-win artifact. And obviously you're getting a ton more cores and a few more relics and all that stuff. So the gems per dollars on the $600 pack is not as high as the $250 spent, but if you were trying to make big gains within this game, that ability to get 3 million stellar shards from all the cores you're getting and from the 500,000 just stellar shards you get from the $100 pack down here, I mean, that's a ton. It's a lot of resources, and it's not a bad deal compared to all things. Is it as good as the $250 deal? No, but is it a dang good deal? Yeah. And I'm definitely struggling with this because I want more stellars, I want more COT, you know, I want more stuff, and I'm going to talk through now about a few reasons why I'm torn between which one I'm going to be doing. So the reason I am struggling a little bit on which one I should be doing, specifically the $250 pack versus the $600, is because of Google Play Points. And if you're not aware, Google Play Points is this program that's on Android. I don't know if iOS has anything similar. I don't believe they do. And I know it's not in every country right now, the Play Points, but they basically give you like coupons and credit whenever you spend money within a mobile game. And usually the rewards are pretty bad. Sometimes they'll give you ×3 points, sometimes they'll give you ×4 points. But I got a Discord message from someone saying, hey, I've got this Play Points boost going on right now, and I get 8x points on all purchases. Everybody should check. And a few people checked. Some people had it, some people didn't have it. But what I had was this 12 times point boost. I've never heard of anybody getting this. I've never seen this out there. I don't know what I did to earn this or to get this lucky break or whatever. Basically, I'm getting 12 times points back compared to what I would usually get on any of my purchases. And it seemed too good to be true. So instead of getting 3 points or 4 points, you know, for every dollar I spend, I'm getting 12 times that amount of points. And so you can see here, like in the image below, because I did start it, if I was to spend $100, I would get 1,200 points. Now I know to some of you, you don't know what that means, but basically for 1,000 points, you get a $20 coupon. So I'm essentially getting $24 off for every $100 I spend. Now, granted, it's still money spent on a mobile game, and I don't really want to get too much into, I mean, I can afford to spend that much if I wanted to spend this much, but at the end of the day, it's also like definitely feeding into the gambling tendencies and, you know, that mindset of got to spend now. But at the same time, that is a heck of a deal to get, you know, $24 off for every $100 you spend. And it's kind of hard to look past it, especially if I plan on playing this game and continuing to make content. That 3 million stellar shard boost spike, the COT spike to get closer to my 4 trans hero, the fact that, you know, I'm probably never going to see a deal like this ever again, makes me really want to just spend cash on this game right now. So it's this combination of a pretty dang good event, relatively speaking, because usually when you get to those higher level packages, you know, the rewards start scaling down, and you saw that a little bit, right, with the what you get back and the resources you get back, but it wasn't significantly less. And with this, it's like if you spend cash, you're getting all these points. And so part of me is like, okay, well, do I spend like $500 to get the $600 stuff, which it sounds pretty good, or do I spend $600 cash and get a ton of points that I can save for later events? And, you know, because I'm getting more and more points the more cash I spend. So it's definitely this decision that I'll have to make. I really honestly haven't decided yet. You know, some mornings I wake up and I'm like, why the hell are you spending so much money on a mobile game? Like, you drive a bad car that you don't like, you know, there's other stuff you could be spending money on that would also make you happy. There's no return on this other than your happiness and getting it to share it with you all and share it with my guildmates. But then other days I'll wake up and be like, you can definitely afford this. You know, not to get too personal, you know, it's like I can afford to spend this much if I want to spend this much, but at the same time, it would actually make me happier. I don't know, right? So happier? No, but guild-wise happier, content creator-wise happier, yeah. So it's this tough balancing act. You know, again, I don't want to go fully in depth on spending in this video. Maybe one day I will hit that and talk about how much I spent, how much others have spent, maybe interview some people about this game, because I'm sure from an outside perspective it looks completely insane. But I'm just struggling with this event and what I want to do. So those are my thoughts on the event packages. Hopefully you found this helpful. I still haven't decided exactly what I want to do yet. I know a few of my guildmates have whaled out and maxed out the event. I don't even know which way I'm leaning right now, honestly, but it does just sound really good to get all those stellar shards and kind of start catching up within my own guild, because my account is lower on stellar shards when I got it. I've been doing a good job on catching up, but that would obviously be a big spike right there. So we'll think about it. We'll see. Hopefully, again, you found it helpful, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.